I'm Sarah.
And I'm Kim, otherwise known as Mimi.
And this is our third Flosstube episode.
I can't believe we're doing the third one.
I can't believe we're doing this at all.
I can't believe we have subscribers.
I know. It's really fun. Who would have ever thought for the last year? Well, we didn't do it, but talked about doing it. So now we're really enjoying it.
Yeah.
We're here to talk about our stitching and other fun stuff. And I didn't get quite as much done this week as I normally do on my stitching. We've had a little bit of a crazy week here on our little miniature farm. So I thought I would just mention a few things that happened this week. So we had a cat who was pregnant, and she had her kittens, and that was a whole adventure.
Yay!
She had them under the girls' bunk beds, and we knew she was in labor. So as soon as she was done, we pulled them out and put them in another crate, and she's accepted that spot. And then, let's see, what else? My husband texted me a picture. We live out of town. We live out in the country. He went into town to get a few things yesterday, and he sent me a picture of a bunch of little baby turkeys that he just picked up. So now we have baby turkeys in our house, baby chicks in a crate, like in a dog crate outside that aren't quite ready to go in with our big chickens. We have baby kittens in a dog, like a small dog carrier in the house. We have a chick who was getting picked on by the other chicks in with our rabbit. Did I tell you about that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Maybe I'll put a picture at the end of the video of this. In the rabbit hutch, there's a rabbit and a chick, like big, like not a tiny chick. It's a couple months old now. And
what the heck does your rabbit think about it?
I think she's so lonely after that other rabbit died that she's kind of enjoying it.
Oh my gosh.
It's really funny. So we've had adventures here this week with the animals. The turkeys I didn't know were coming.
Sarah really, really, really loves turkeys. They are like, they're such wonderful creatures. Yeah, last year when they had a couple of turkeys, they were free ranging turkeys. And I'll just be honest here, keeping it real, they poop everywhere. And we came to visit them, and they had gotten up on my husband's brand new Jeep vehicle and pooped all over it. And so when we left to come home, we quick found a car wash in town to get it off before we hit the road on the highway. And it's a car wash that you actually have workers that are there that kind of guide you in. And they looked at our car, and you could see the look of utter disgust on their face. And I opened my window, I said, I'm sorry, it's just turkey poop. And they had to get like a little brush, and they were scrubbing it before we went through, and it was running down the car. Yeah. I'm not a fan of turkeys either. They're gross.
I told him that we could do turkeys. They're kind of his like favorite project. We raise them and we butcher them ourselves in the fall. And normally we have done this in the past for several years, and we'll start out with like 4 because they're kind of expensive. Like turkey poults are like $10 a piece here. So we usually ended up with 4, and then we sometimes finally process 1 to 2. They kind of die easily. They're kind of fragile.
So they're dumb.
Yeah. They're just not, they don't have a lot of common sense sometimes. So told him I didn't want to do turkeys again unless he had a pen for them, and we don't have a pen for them. So he will be hopefully making a pen that can rotate around the yard or something, like a little chicken tractor, but for the turkeys, because they are messy and they poop on the porch and it's gross. So kittens are way easier.
Yes, kittens are way easier.
I didn't turkeys if we could just have a good spot to put them.
I didn't have as much time to stitch either. We recorded together last weekend because my husband and I, we live on the west side of the state, and we finally were released from our lockdown a little bit, and we went to visit them. And so Sarah and I got to record together. And we recorded on Saturday morning, and then Saturday night, this horrendous windstorm came through their house, through their city. Crazy. And we lost power over there for like, I don't know, 20, 30 hours.
Like 60 to 80 mile an hour gusts, but
it was like a mini hurricane.
It was really crazy. We get windstorms like that maybe every 5 years.
Yeah, it was bad and dusty, and then the rain came, and anyway, so we didn't get our video up until Monday because
for like 30 hours we didn't have electricity Saturday or Sunday.
Right. So then we came home Tuesday, and I took the day off from work, and previous to coming over to visit them, we have bought a brand new king size bed. We had we had a queen. And right before we left, a new bed frame came because we wanted to attach a new headboard and a new footboard to it, and that we had gotten off her up. And there was no way that it could fit in our room the way we had our room arranged. So we came home on Tuesday from their house and started rearranging the bedroom. Well, anytime in my house we rearrange anything, it overflows into every room of my house that needs to have work done. And on top of it,
a lot of people.
What?
And you have a lot of people living with you, so you don't have a lot of rooms to overflow.
No, there's no extra rooms to shove anything in. And on top of all that, we were dealing with so we got it minimally done. And then yesterday I was going to stitch all day, and I ended up cleaning out my dresser drawers and cleaning out a bunch of other stuff. And then we finally got our refrigerator. We had ordered a refrigerator. My refrigerator was dying. It was just limping along. It was supposed to be delivered last Saturday while we were in Yakima. My adult kids were here at my house. It never got delivered. We ended up having to cancel that one and reorder. We went back to, that was with a different, we started off with one at Costco and found a quicker shipper. So we went to a different company. They totally failed. So we canceled that one and went back to Costco, and they delivered my fridge finally yesterday. And I mean, it was the nick of time. That old fridge was so bad. So then I had to, of course, put all my food in, and it's a different layout. And I don't know, the day just flew by, and I didn't stitch until the evening, but I did finish something. So that was good. But it's been kind of a crazy week around here and around Sarah's house, it looks like. But we don't have all the animals.
No, it's been fun here. At least it's not like fridge drama. That's hard.
Yeah. Oh,
so let's
in a pandemic.
Our little girls come. Okay, I said Rosie could go first because she had to go last time.
Come on, Rosie Pie.
All week about what she's worked on. Come on.
I know. I saw an Instagram picture of her working on something.
She has been working on this a little bit at a time. You gonna show it? You want to tell what progress you did? What did you stitch? What part did you get done?
Down here and up on this black.
So this is a kitty holding a ball of yarn. Careful. Holding a ball of purple yarn, and this is its the white is its paw, and here's its arm, and black is its shoulder. Stop touching there. So she got quite a bit done.
Wow, look at those are really nice stitches, Rosie. You're doing some nice stitches.
Really nice job. This is her first cross stitch project. She's doing really great. Okay.
Doing a good job.
Okay, Millie, come show. Try not to. Yeah, there you go. Okay, you can talk about your own. Oh, she has a previous finish. Is this your first that you stitched? No.
Second.
This is the second thing she stitched. And this was a dimensions project, I think. I don't even know anymore. But she added
this, and this. This was all the pattern.
So Millie likes to make things unique. I'm pretty sure she added this.
Yeah.
Is it a flower?
Yeah.
The flower and the sun and the cloud, I think. We're all blocking the light, babe.
Wow, Millie, good job. Did you sew it together too?
Mom did that.
I kind of sewed it together, and I think I closed it. This was a while ago.
For Liddy's stuffed animal for her birthday.
This was a birthday gift.
It's very cute.
Back.
Yeah.
You have a current project, right? Oh, she's been working really hard on this too.
I finished the word.
Where you are.
I did this and this stem and this stem.
Well, I have to tell everybody that last week when I was visiting you, she and I had, I think Mommy was taking a nap or something, and Millie came in and was looking at what she was going to work on next. And she is not only loves to add her own unique spin on things, but she was also realizing the concept of floss management, because she realized, because she changed a couple of the letters around, she wasn't going to have enough floss of one color to do something else. So she was trying to figure out what color she was going to substitute. So I was pretty impressed that she was even aware of that.
And so I had to change the colors around.
She lost maybe a couple strands.
I gave her
it's so cute though. She's worked hard on that this week.
She has. It looks really good, Mill.
You want to show yours?
Some leftovers.
Okay, here's yours. Okay, Liddy.
So
Liddy's up.
I only have one thing. It's not a previous finish. What do you call it?
A whip. It's a whip.
Work in
progress.
Like as in
no,
a whip?
work in progress.
Oh.
Whip. WIP. So what do you have?
I'm working on
like a corrugated cardboard.
It's a bookmark.
Maybe a bookmark.
And it's hard to. Oh, hey, I have a needle.
I tucked your needle in there so it wouldn't get lost. Because it's not soft like fabric. You can stick your needle in, but this it would rip. And what are you gonna do? So what's the design you're making up this design?
Yes, I'm making the design up.
It's really cool.
And so it's hard to, but I'm gonna have this still and put it where the green would be on the next row, and then the blue is gonna be where the pink is. So it's gonna be it's gonna change, because then next there's gonna be a blue where the pink will
and will you do blue and green or something?
Oh no, actually I have a yellow color. I have a yellow next.
So she's been working hard on that. It's really
nice job.
Then you could do like a tassel at the top.
Oh, where did you get the cardboard piece at?
The kit.
I think I got a kit for my birthday.
The kit actually comes with a nice string to pull.
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby
Lobby sells these in packs in their their fabric and stuff. And you can buy, I don't know, it maybe came with a pack of 10 of those little bookmarks.
Nice.
Yeah. It was 6. It was 6.
And my little girls are quite the readers, so bookmarks I'm sure will come in very handy at your house, won't they?
That would be a nice one for you to use or to give away. Would be good.
I'm going to use it because I always lose my bookmarks.
Yeah.
This one.
No, you probably will.
I actually might end up giving it away because I never use my bookmarks.
Yeah.
Neither. I can remember my spot.
I might. I either remember my spot, or it comes with a book cover, or I put it face
you
down.
Fold the book jacket in. Can't see your face. Next time I should have you go behind me or something. Or
Do you want me behind you?
That's fine. That's good. Just if you're talking in the camera, we should have your face in there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I can't see her.
Is that everybody's?
I think so.
Okay. Well, you guys can go play. If he says yes. Okay. See you in a little bit.
Bye, girls. I love you.
Bye, Mimi.
Bye-bye, sweeties.
Okay, close the door, please.
I will.
Thank you.
Okay.
Millie really wanted the doll in the video.
Clearly.
That is her special dolly. Her name is Susie, and she's had her since she turned 1, and she's real, and apparently my child. I'm her mommy.
Oh, okay.
Even though I've really tried hard to encourage her to be the mommy.
Yeah.
I'm the mommy. Anyways, well, what do you have? You don't have any previous finishes, but I did for you. Let's do those because that's what we've been using. Okay, I'll show yours first. So I used to, when I was younger, collect bunnies, all kinds of bunnies, like ceramic bunnies and.
Right, I forgot. That's why I did that for you.
Yeah, and I always put it out at Easter in the spring. This year I had it hanging on the wall next to my little Daisy girl, and it looked really cute there. So I don't know what the pattern is. I'm surprised you. I didn't tell you what I was gonna.
I
didn't know.
think it was a leisure arts pattern. I have a feeling it was in one of those magazines that I used to get. I have a dim memory of that. I didn't date it though,
No, there's no. It just pops out of the. Nope.
Did I make it for you when you were in high school?
I don't remember when you. I've had it for a long time, maybe college.
Yeah, maybe.
It might have been something you made and then sent over, and I had in my room for college.
Maybe, yeah.
If I can find the pattern, I'll put a link. It feels unlikely that I will, but if I can find a link, I'll include it.
That is old.
That I stitched. Was it last summer or the summer before?
Yes.
Last summer.
I think it was last summer you did that.
And I think this was from just like some stiff ribbon from Goodwill, and I just lean it on a shelf or whatever. It says, "You are my sunshine." And this was a little kit that I got at Hobby Lobby. And I think, I'd never really stitched on black before, and it wasn't easy, even though it's just Ada. I mean, it's, it's not a small count or anything, but black is just hard to stitch on. But I love how it turned out. And I think I added the beads on my own. I definitely know I got those beads out of like my beading stash. But now I'm trying to remember if I modified that or if I lost.
I think you did. I kind of think I remember you talking about.
Well, maybe I didn't like the beads of the pattern. I think I didn't like the beads in the kit and I wanted something different. And I don't remember what the beads were originally, but
I love the little bees flying around.
I know. I think it's so cute. I'm excited. I'm about to decorate for summer. You'd think by June I would already, but nope, I still have Easter eggs and stuff out.
Oh, I still have Easter stuff up.
Trying to get there. So those are the previous finishes that I had pulled.
Okay. I didn't pull out any previous finishes today.
That's okay. What are your whips? We've had a lot going on this end. You show your whip.
Do you want me to do my FFO?
Yes.
Okay. I actually have 1 FFO and 2 Mania finishes. Yeah. So my FFO is this little pillow.
And that's that Lily Violet pattern, right? I'm working too.
Something Primavera.
Yes. Something Primavera. I can look up the pattern because I have it right here.
And I loved this pattern. I loved working on it. I'm sorry. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, can hear you.
I started it. I believe I started it during Mania last year, and I worked on it throughout the summer, and I actually got it sewn together, added the lace to it. I think I have blue buttons to put down here. Huh?
I love that lace on it. It just gives it that nice little extra.
I'm pretty sure I just got that lace at Hobby Lobby because the buttons I had, I think it called for, does the pattern have buttons down the side?
Oh, no, I think yes. Oh, she does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Along with just
I have some blue buttons. I actually have these blue buttons that I put on the back.
Oh, she has like a little heart stitched on it. Oh, I didn't notice that.
I know.
I thought that was
her stuff is so cute.
What a cute touch.
So, anyway, I got it all stitched up and I never stuffed it. I think fall came around and I just put it in a bag. And then this spring, when I was getting ready to put my Eastery springy stuff up, I'm like, where did I put that little pillow? I can't find that little pillow. It should be in with all my decorations in the crate. And I was driving myself crazy because I was just sure this should be in my decoration crate. Yeah. And finally, I think I was digging around for something for cross stitch and I found it in a basket and I had never stuffed it.
So you stitched the pillow and just not stuffed it.
Right. So I left so there was a YouTuber a while ago named Night Owl Stitcher, and she had all these beautiful little pillows, and she always just, cut a slit and then put a piece of felt. Well, I had cut too big of a slit, so I have a really big piece of felt covering up where I whip stitched it. And then she usually just puts a button in the middle. So I've got to get better at that, but I really like it, and I really stuffed it hard. My points aren't perfect, but
no, I think it looks really cute.
It'll be really cute sitting up on my coffee table when I think I have some purpley silk flowers and a few sunflowers that I bought last year at Hobby Lobby that I'm going to put around it on a tray. So I'm really happy to finally have this done because I really did love it. And I this week was doing some retail therapy while I was at work, and had actually sorry, I got to sit up more, had actually put a few of her patterns in my cart, but I ended up taking them out, but I did order some other things. So I'll have new haul next week. So that's my FFO. Then last week I was almost done with.
I'm going to pause it for a second. Jessie needs to come in the room.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
So last week I had shown this. I was almost done with it when I was at Sarah's house, and it was a Mania. Well, it was supposed to be a Mania start last week.
I love it on that fabric.
Last year, but I started it this year, and I got her all done. And I think I am going to initial it and put my date on it. I found a piece last week that I showed that I had done in 1994, and I had done my initials, and I forgot how I used to do them, and I really liked it. So I'm going to try to do that more often. But anyway, so that's my little autumn piece. She's going to become a little pillow. And this was from Primitive Stitching. She does have an Etsy shop, and I don't know if she's designing anymore because every time I go to her shop, it's the same stuff. And under messages, her last message was like 2005 or something, but they're all I think all of her patterns are PDFs. So I've got 2 more of hers to stitch.
Yeah.
And then, so anyway, super cute. I love the fabric. I'm thinking I've got enough fabric to do at least 1 more of her patterns on it.
I would think.
Yeah, I might even be able to squeak out 3.
Depending on how much border you want on your little.
Right. And so then last night, I stayed up super late because I was super motivated to finish my Snowflower Diary.
Oh.
She's called, what is she called?
She's so cute.
Halloween Frog Hat is what she's called.
Oh my gosh, that is so
kind of wrinkly,
her
but
little round face and her.
I know she is really cute. I'm not a big fan of witches, but I do like quirky, like the bobbing for pumpkins witches I like, and I like her. She's just cute.
I like her too. She looks like a little girl out dressed up for Halloween.
Yeah. So I got her done. She was done on a 28 count Lugana, and I started this 2 years ago when I first started stitching again, and I have a whole lot of fabric left.
Yeah, you do.
I started her right in the middle. So anyway, I got.
That's funny.
And this Lugana was really old. I think I don't know when I bought it, but this is the packaging, and I don't think MLG Textiles even makes fabric anymore. But I mean, that looks just ancient to me. So I think I just found it in my stash when I was wanting to start this. And this pattern was actually out of the Halloween, Cross Stitch Halloween magazine that comes out, the Just Cross Stitch Halloween from 2017. So this is how they have her finished. And I
like an ornament.
Really love that ruching, that ribbon. So I think I might try to find some ribbon like that.
A little closer. I can't see.
Sorry.
That's okay. Oh yeah, where it's really gathered up tight.
Yeah. And it's kind of a variegated ribbon, and I know Lady Dot Designs, Lady Dot something on Etsy sells a lot of this kind of stuff. So that's my goal, is to try to figure out how to finish that with that. And I have done something like that finish where I've had like a cording around the edge that I just whip stitched on. I had some shepherd's bushes that call for that. So I can do it. I just haven't done it for a long time. So those are my two finishes for the week.
Cute. Do you have any that you're still with that you
okay, so my plan yesterday was to have figured out, now that Mania is over, Sarah and I were talking, we both feel a little bit lost in our stitching because it was so nice to just have our planner every day and just pull out what was on there, and with the freedom to know that if we didn't want to, we didn't have to. But it was just nice to have a grounding point. And I know Sarah will talk about her plans, and she told me her plans, and I thought, oh, that's a really good idea. And I sat down trying to make my projects work into that, and it's not working very well. And so I'm still mulling around, and this sad piece of paper is my plan. So I think what I was thinking last night, I was watching CZookStitch, and she's a pretty organized stitcher. She actually keeps track of time and stuff. I'm not quite that organized, but she does rotations on her focal pieces. So I'm trying to figure out which pieces I want to be my focus pieces, and maybe do like a 4-hour rotation on one week and a 4-hour rotation on another one the next week, and maybe just do like an hour 4 evenings, and then switch up in the evening if I want to work on one of my smaller pieces. So that's kind of what I'm toying with, and I hope by next week I kind of have a better plan. But I have some big pieces that I want to work on as my focal pieces, and one of them will be our Hog Run Hollow if we ever get to start it. And I also have my Button Up by Prairie Schooler that and that's actually on my Whip Go bingo board that I started doing with Jessie Marie Does Stuff on her, and she has a Facebook page for that, and it's a bingo board, and you can make up whatever you want to reward yourself with if you get a bingo.
Can you start like now? Because I think I couldn't quite figure out how to start, since I didn't start it when she started or something. I haven't looked at it. Somebody
else was just going to start, I think June or July. What I did is I went back on her Facebook page and saw all the numbers that she'd already called and just X'd them out. And I just figure I put first I put my projects on the, without looking at what had been X'd out yet. I should have the grid, but anyway, 4 rows of 5.
And then went back and crossed off whatever.
And then went back and crossed off the ones and or left, or maybe I went through and just didn't put anything on the weeks that on the numbers she had crossed off already.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing a modified version. I mean, it's totally your own
whatever you want.
motivation, yeah. And I think I think today I was telling Sarah before we started recording, because now all of a sudden I find myself really being drawn to some very big projects, and I'm not normally a big project.
You didn't used to ever do big ones.
I ordered some crazy big coverage dimensions kit last night on Amazon. It'll be here today. Huh?
That's so unlike you.
And so it's supposed to be here today, and I'll probably take one look at it and throw it in the closet. But I think Jan Hicks had shown it a while ago, and I normally, I looked at it. I looked at it when she looked at it, and I thought, oh, that's really pretty. And then for some reason, it came up again for me last night, and I went and looked at Amazon, and it's a full kit for like $18.
Yeah.
So I'll have it next week. But then Carolyn Zook keeps talking about these Quaker seasons with the Vildani silks, which I have never ever bought. And I had commented on her YouTube that I would maybe ask for one of those kits for my birthday in December. But now I decided that if I get a complete bingo, I'm gonna just order one of those as my reward. So
there you go.
Carolyn, you've sucked me into the dark side. Anyway, and then I also have, as a big project, I have Hoity Toity. I don't think I brought that in.
I can't remember what,
Hoity Toity, I don't have it with me, is a long dog sampler, and it's really pretty. Jan Hicks has a beautiful conversion on her Mad for Yarn blog, but I'm using the called for DMCs, and I'll have it next week because I put that into my focal point. I'm doing it on over 2/1 on 28 count. So it's because those pieces are big, those long dog pieces, and I don't like big pieces. My house, I mean, I have the wall space, but I wanted it little, so I call it my mini Hoity Toity. And I only have a little tiny bit done on it, and I put it away and sort of other stuff. So I want to bring it back out because I really do love it. So those are my focal pieces, and I'll have a plan by next week. I had a refrigerator to deal with this week and a bed.
Yeah.
So anyway,
all right.
That's my plans. Oh, and then my plans this week were to pull out, a couple of my manias that I really want to get done that are fallish, and one of them is my bobbing for pumpkins.
Oh, I love this one.
I'll show you the pattern. I'm sure everybody has seen it.
Yes.
Okay, and I have gotten.
Oh, you're making good progress on that.
I am.
Oh, you need to have that done for this fall because that would be so cute out with your fall stuff.
I know, which is why I pulled it out to work on it again. I worked on it a couple times during Mania, and I worked on it during the 24 hours of cross stitch that their names. People, it's a Facebook group.
I don't know that one.
Oh, we can put a link to it. I was going to work on that this week and then my poor dejected squirrel. He's coming out this week again. And also this is another old one that I started a couple years ago or a year ago. And I want it done by fall too. It's Babushka's Blossoms.
Oh, I like that one too.
Yeah. I think I really have a thing for Plum Street. People ask me, well, what do you stitch? And I'm like, oh, I'm eclectic. And then I realized that I end up buying a lot of these. So this is how far I've gotten. And I had done 2 starts on this because I didn't like some of the DMCs, so I went and got the fancy flosses. So I've got, I'm doing the right side of the chart. And I just started
really cute next to Milk and Cream Company.
I know.
I forgot that's, I was trying to think when I was stitching Milk and Cream where I'd seen sort of a similar pattern, and now I'm realizing I was thinking about this one that you were stitching. And
I would say to anybody that wanted to stitch this, and if you are really in love with the picture on the cover, you really do need to spring for the fancy flosses. I just don't think.
Wouldn't they be so cute, like on the wall next to each other?
Yes, they would. I just don't think the DMC conversions do this one justice, especially on that pumpkin.
Yeah,
really, I think, and I did not like my conversion on those yellow flowers, and I think I actually, did I even start it? Oh, I think I might, yeah, I started over. I think I got another whole piece of fabric. I hated it, and I didn't want to pick it out, but you just didn't get the variation.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think for this pumpkin, I'm going to be going up and down. Trying to get
like the grid being on a pumpkin. Yeah, that'll be really cute.
So those are what I'm working on this week, along with button up, I think.
Really cute.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I really have, I guess I have 3. So what I decided after Mania finished, and I have all these pieces that I started and several more I want to start, for June I decided to pick a week per season, or a season per week, and just focus on pieces that fall within that season that I'm stitching. And then I have a few that don't fit into a season, like my Big Dimensions River of the Valley Beck. And I didn't actually work on that one at all this week, but I plan to plug that in on a few days. So this week was summer, and my goal was really to try to finish Summer Storm by Alicia Paulson.
I gotta get mine fully finished
so that I can put this up on the wall. I have the spring one that I showed last week as my finish that I already had out, and I'd like to, often what I'll do is I'll just literally pop it out of the frame and just switch out the.
Maybe I should do that. I have a white frame my spring pieces in. That would look pretty in there. I store
it with my other stuff. So mostly this week, let me see. So you can see where I stitched something else. Oh, that's really nice to stitch on.
We're thrifty.
Bunching it up, and I've been stitching in hand for a while now. I used to stitch with a hoop, but I started stitching in hand with the sewing method. I find that I can stitch a lot faster that way on some fabrics, most fabrics. Most of what I did this week was all these flowers. I think I'd had maybe this much done before. So this week I did all these flowers and the bunny. I'm so close. I really wanted it done for the day. Today I did before filming, I did the eyelet,
you did do the black.
I did. I thought about changing it to a different color.
I like the black. It pops.
But I just stuck with the black, and it does look really nice. It looks really lacy.
And it kind of matches the little black centers in the flower. It kind of, I don't know. It's nice.
Only other black on the whole piece, so it does look nice. So I have some like long stitch, not really back stitching, but whatever the long stitches are for like strands of grass through here, and a little bit of like, do you call it confetti if it's like this? Is that what it's called? I have some confetti like scattered around somewhere in there. And there's a little bit of back stitching so that these look like rosettes on the quilt, like little roses. But
I don't think I wonder if I did my back stitching on the quilt. I better look at my piece.
Yeah, it's kind of easy to miss, and it doesn't really matter, I guess. But I do like how it does make it look like little flowers on the quilt.
Yeah, so it's such a pretty piece.
That's been what I've really focused on this week because I want to get it up. Maybe that's why I haven't put out my summer decorations. Maybe I'm just waiting for this to be done. Also, I just haven't had time. This was I homeschool our girls. Well, everyone homeschools right now, but I homeschool by choice regularly. And this was our last week of school. So I've been waiting and waiting.
Summer's here.
Summer is here. I can work on my garden, and I can decorate, and I can cross stitch, and I can. But then I didn't just work on that piece. This week I also worked some on Kathy's Pumpkins for Kathy from Snowflower Diaries. Did I show this last week? I think I did, and I had just started it. I think I had the word pumpkins done. And I chosen most of them are kind of my own colors converted. And this is what I cute so far. I'm a little on the fence about that periwinkle for her shirt.
Yeah.
I think I was kind of thinking it was going to be more of a blue. I might.
And you know what? Your lighting isn't showing how that pumpkins pops on that fabric very well.
Oh, bummer, because it's so cute, really, in real life.
Yeah.
In person, I guess. I guess this is real life. Yeah, it looks it looks brighter in person.
Yeah.
I like angle it.
Yeah, it's definitely.
So she needs eyeballs still. She looks a little.
Yeah.
She's staring vacantly at you right now, but. This one is really a pleasure to stitch. I don't know. There's something about stitching this one that is just delightful. I don't know what it is. part of it is just the difference of stitching on that dark fabric and watching those colors come out. And I'm not a big yellow person. I don't love yellow, and I almost didn't do those yellow flowers that I think this is the called for yellow.
It's so pretty though.
It is perfect for it, actually. And I think the reason I'm not sure about this periwinkle is it kind of makes it look a little more springish than I really intended, especially because the color this is a little bit pinker than the called for color. So I'm wondering about pulling just this out and going with a different color.
I'd go with a darker, more autumny color.
Yeah, maybe the yellow even or something could work there. I don't know. I'll play with it a little. And then this will have, I think this color is on these little like flowers.
Does it have a pink scarf?
No, I think the color of the scarf is more red, and I should have gone with like ruby slipper or something. I wish I had, and I just don't want to pull it out now.
I like the lighter color. What color is the top?
Well, the top is sugar plum. You don't think it's too pinky?
That's what it calls for?
No. It calls for, what is the one that it calls for? 9. It calls for Nina's Threads, Pigeon, or 415, which was really, I felt like quite.
It's a gray, isn't it?
Much more gray, and I maybe I should have just gone with that.
I like the lighter top, hon.
You do? Okay, well maybe I'll
try a little lighter.
I guess maybe because of the flowers. I guess once I get the pumpkin on too, it'll look polished. I don't want it to look like I'm putting out a spring piece with all those.
Yeah, I like the lighter gray on there, especially with that blue. I think that would be pretty.
So you think I should keep the sugar plum?
No, I think you should go with
the gray.
I would try one of the grays, any of those 415s maybe.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that because that might look nice, especially against the pinky scarf that I've got.
Yeah, I think that would brighten it up a little bit.
Okay, maybe I'll do that then this week. I'll rip it out. I hate ripping it out.
I love this piece.
And then I've been working on this one.
I love it.
I love it so much. It is so cheerful. And it was another, so what I did was I went through all the patterns that I had, pulled out all the summer ones, and tried to put at least a few stitches in each one. So I don't know how much progress I made really on this. Let's see, I think it goes like this. I mostly did this border.
Yeah, it's so cheerful.
Last week. No, I think I worked on it after the video.
Yeah.
I love those little ladybugs. I know I had those done last time I showed it, but I still love them just as much. There's just something so cheerful about ladybugs.
Yep.
So I basically have this part done. And now I'm trying to decide if I want to go up or over. I think I might go up just for something new because over is basically
more of the same
motif. Yeah. And I think it'd be fun to stitch these little motifs.
Such cute little motifs in there. Oh, it's so much to look at. I love it.
The colors are just cheerful and I'm loving it. So that's all I really worked on. I just worked on those 3 this week. I'm not how I have been doing stuff, but those are my
I have a deficit in my house of summer decorations. So last year I focused on some patriotic pieces because I really wanted to have some patriotic stuff up. I don't get it up in time for Memorial Day. Well, I didn't this year anyway. And I left it up almost all summer, and I'm not going to do that this year. I am this is going to make an appearance if I just have that and some silks around it or something. But I've been looking at some other things to do for to have more summer sunflowery kind of things, not just sunflower, but just floral stuff.
I'm kind of thinking about looking at some more nautical, well, obviously because of where I'm headed with our next big project, but I've been thinking, so I'm just not a super patriotic stitcher. I don't really have a good reason for it. I just tend not to. But I really love the dark blues and the reds of the patriotic colors. But I've been seeing so many cute nautical ocean type pieces, and having grown up in the Seattle area and by the water is, and we've moved away from the water. So we live in what's technically a desert just on the other side of the mountains. And I really miss the water a lot of the time. So anyways, there's a pattern that you just recently tagged me in on Instagram. Was it Pinoshka Stitches? And it's so cute. I'm kind of thinking about, because I need so many more starts. I'm thinking about starting that one too.
Link to that one. I think, was that the one that was in a magazine? She's done a couple recently.
One in the cross stitch. It might have been in the cross stitch, just cross stitch, or Yeah.
I think it was just across.
If I can find that pattern, I will link it in the show notes down below here, because I don't know, it was just so cute.
And you can get those magazines online.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know my grocery store sometimes carries just cross stitch, but I'm not going to that store right now because of obvious, world events with the pandemic, and it's not a place that I probably should be subjecting myself to germ-wise. So
last time in our grocery store, it didn't have any new, like it only had, maybe they hadn't released a new.
Yeah, I think they get it a little bit late.
I'm kind of looking for it, but I haven't seen any new issues yet. But if I find it, maybe I'll buy it and mail it to you.
Okay. So what's your plan for this week?
My plan for this week is fall. So this kind of bleeds over into fall a little bit. I will work on Pumpkins for Kathy by Snowflower Diaries more this week. That's going to be kind of more my focal piece. But I also have Gobble Gob.
Gobble Gob.
I'll pull it out so it's not quite the bad glitter. I'm still trying to figure out the best place to film this. And I'm not sure this is the best place, but
I think your dining room will be better.
I think so too. We have some family over this week.
Guess what, people? I have nobody living with me right now. All my adult children are gone for the weekend and are at Sarah's house now.
Yep. There's a lot going on here. So
they're coming back tomorrow.
I have 2 brothers here that are out flying a drone with my girls now, I think. Well, it might be charging, but they're entertaining them. But normally, I think I might try to film where I was last week. I think it might have been a little better. So this is Gobble Gob. I'm trying to decide if I have fabric somewhere that I can stitch this on. So I haven't even looked at it or pulled threads or anything, but that's my plan, is to work on Pumpkins for Kathy and maybe start Gobble Gob. And I also, which Mom gave me, you gave me this for.
Yep.
Well, I think you had a duplicate or something. This was also a gift from you. This was like a Christmas gift or birthday, maybe probably birthday gift. Oh, it's so cute.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Millie looked at this and was like, oh, I love this so much. So it's called Dear Friends, Plum Street.
Plum Street.
Not surprising. It's so cute. I wonder if I can start that this week too.
That's cute. I like that one. I'll have to do that one too.
Yeah.
I am really all about the fall stitching. I think I don't know if I shared it in one of our videos, but I maybe did it when Jan Hicks interviewed me. I love winter and I love fall. And I like winter, not necessarily Christmas stitching. I love Christmas.
Yeah.
But I am a December baby. My birthday is the 18th of December. And I, over the years, have received a lot of Christmas decorations. Mm-hmm. I don't really have room to put a lot of Christmas stitching up. So I focus more on the winter and the fall. But now I'm kind of, and I don't like spring. Spring's not my favorite season. I feel like an odd duck when I say that, but it's not my favorite. Spring in Seattle is not a fun, special season to me, but I am loving some of this more springish and summerish patterns that I'm seeing. So, but anyway, fall. I have to do Dear Friends.
That one is cute. Yeah, it would look cute in your room. And this is one of my other plans, hopefully. 2 stars, our Hawk Run Hollow. We've been talking about doing this for not very long, actually. Actually, I'd been looking at Hawk Run, the farms of Hawk Run Hollow for a while, and thought that's maybe where I would stitch. We talked about this, I think. Didn't we talk about this last week? Shores of Hawk Run Hollow is what I'm going to do. Just like I was talking about, that summer nautical thing I think I'm going to do. And you're doing?
A year at Hawk Run Hollow, and it is killing me not to start it, but Sarah doesn't have all of her threads yet.
I have some of them gathered, and probably enough that I could start it. So I'm waiting for them to come in the mail from Mom.
Yeah.
She picked them up at LNS, and we're hoping they come this week. It should have been here today.
It should have been there yesterday, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's why I'm worried.
It'll probably turn up though. I'll check one more time, but so this is haul, I guess. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this fabric is so pretty. It's Picture This Plus, right? That's what I went with?
Yes. Picture
This Plus, Lugana, and I'm gonna stitch it 1 over 1. Is that what we decided?
I'm doing mine over 1, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be 1 over 1 or 2 over 1.
I'm doing it over 1. Well, yeah, I might do 2 over 1. So since I'm doing shores, I wanted like a gray or a blue, and I don't know, is the color at all?
No, it's just looking gray.
It's not doing justice to this at all, but it is at least.
Oh, I can see some modeling.
I just love the fabric. I forget what the colorway is.
Is there a sticker? There's a sticker on it, honey.
Oh, sterling. That's right. It's sterling, which sounds like it's a lot more silvery gray, but it's definitely, I think it was described as a gray with blue and green undertones.
Yeah.
I would definitely say it's got blue and green undertones. It looks very
right
to me. So we're really excited to start that, along with CZookStitch. Who's
CZookStitch? She has a Facebook group now. If you're doing a Hawk Run Hollow, if you're in the middle of one, if you're wanting to start one, she started a group called.
We're so good at this.
Link it below.
We'll link it below.
It might be friends of Hawk. It might be friends of Hawk Run Hollow, but
I'll just look up really quick.
I'm so sorry.
Something else.
Anyway, she's got a group going. You have to
I haven't joined it yet, so I didn't know. I don't know what it's called. I was
anyway, so people can see people's conversions, because a lot of people do conversions on this. I mean, I'm sure stitching it in the called for silks would be stunning, but Sarah and I are both doing the DMCs. So anyway, Sarah's a good linker. Sarah will link.
You were right. Friends of Hawk Run Hollow, I think.
Okay.
Unless there's more than one Hawk Run Hollow Facebook group, I doubt it.
I think there is one. There's another one like
Let's all move to Hawk Run Hollow.
Yeah, that's the other one. That's not CZookStitch.
We have a lot more members. So Friends of Hawk Run Hollow, you were right.
Yep.
So you can find that on Facebook and join if you're going to do a Hawk Run Hollow, or if you are already stitching a Hawk Run Hollow, or if you want to stitch a Hawk Run Hollow and join us in the madness.
Open to anybody. And I think Carolyn started 3 Hawk Run Hollows during Mania. I think she started spring.
Right. She did spring.
And she did autumn. And I believe she started Halloween, or maybe she hasn't started Halloween yet. She's got 3 though, I know that she's looking at. So yeah.
That'll be fun. I need to join that group.
I think my other reward for WIPGO bingo board on another one will be buying another Prairie Schooler chart. I mean, Hawk Run Hollows chart.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be special. Who's someone that you enjoyed watching this week?
I have Hall.
Oh, Hall. Yeah, I guess I showed all my Hall.
Yeah. Okay. So my Hall all arrived pretty much last weekend when I was at Sarah's house. It arrived at my house. So I don't own like a full set of DMC or anything. I mean, I'm probably almost due over the years, but I just for fun ordered these on Amazon because they weren't that expensive. And these are not brand new. I bought one of these collections.
Oh, fun.
And these came out, I believe, in 2009, and I'm pretty sure I don't have a lot of these. So I bought those, and I can't remember how much they were, but they were really pretty affordable. And then also, and I've never used these, and I don't know if they're any good, or if they're hard to stitch with. It's the DMC variations, color variations. It's their version of
variegated threads.
Variegated threads.
Oh yeah.
So I just picked those up.
I see them in the store sometimes, and I always think, I wonder what those would be like to stitch with.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe on a chromatic piece that might be really fun.
Yeah.
Or something.
You can see a little bit of the variation on their pattern
I guess it would depend on how you stitch. Like if you stitch stripe. Yeah.
Anyway, so I got those on Amazon. That was kind of my easy buying one. And I do have a thing for Prairie Schooler too. And I bought this chart, and it is one of the originals, I believe. And it's the Prairie Schooler Summer Samplers. You get all 3 samplers.
Oh, those are cute.
I have them up there. I don't know what it is about Prairie Schooler. And then you get that extra little
cute
summer one on the,
That's really cute.
I, for a while, didn't like them. I thought, the colors are too bleh. They're older. And
but probably do the right color. Will you do the called for colors?
I think I will change the colors on the houses. But I like the blue and the wording. Anyway, I wanted to do at least one season.
That's really cool.
One of each season to have in my house. So I've been trying to pick these up. And then I also picked up, I found a new website. She's is a supplier, and it's not Etsy, it's her own shop, and it's called, the mailing label says Little Stitches, but it's actually Anita's Little Stitches. And Jan Hicks mentioned her, and I went, and she had fabric and stuff when people were talking about having no fabric. Well, she also carries charts, and so I picked up this I've never seen this series before. I mean, there's the Santas.
Yeah,
I haven't seen,
not like
and there's
Santas.
I'm not sure if they've been re-released.
Does it say 8? Oh, 8? Oh, like the year? Is that the year?
Yeah. And I think they might have originally come in kits. Or you maybe could get them in kits before, but this is just a chart. And here's a little teaser. So eventually we'll be giving one of these away because I accidentally ordered 2 of the same one. But I love them. I did order another one this morning off the 1-2-3 Stitch, and I really, really liked it. But it's more muted. It's more like a sea foam green. So I'll probably use the same colors in this one.
Yeah, just keep them like a.
Yeah. So anyway, that's Prairie Schooler by the Chimney. And then from her, I also bought a lovely piece of Lugana, and it wasn't that expensive. I mean, it's a big piece.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. It's a big piece. 18, what did I end up getting? I just thought I want to get some bigger pieces in my stash. And I bought, this was a 36 by 27 piece.
Wow.
Of Lugana, 28 count. And it was only $22. Which I didn't think was that bad for a piece of Lugana. It's a little bit stiffer than Sub Lugana. I don't know what company it was. I mean, I don't know if Lugana is a company or anyway, so I got a nice big piece of just neutral color for that. And then my last haul was from her website also. So I shared, but I jumped on the big bandwagon a while ago because, that's what I'm doing now. And I bought all these, the 3 seasons. That I'm going to stitch on this blue.
That'll be cute.
Which is not the color. It got really dark here. It's getting ready to pour down rain. Anyway, I ordered a lot of the overdyes for that pattern. So I got a whole bunch of
pretty.
And
is that a brown on the side?
This one?
Nope, other side.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
It's maple syrup.
Oh yeah, I have that one. It's one of my favorites. I love that one.
Yep, maple syrup and flax.
Oh,
that's kind of bland.
Yeah.
It's light. I mean, cider milk. Huh?
Kind of bland.
In my lighting, cider mill,
sure,
brown. But my favorite one is Manor Red.
Manor Red. Oh,
isn't that pretty?
Yes.
And then there's just Wood Trail.
Oh, that's pretty too.
Yeah, Piney Woods.
I have that one. Yeah, that's a nice one.
She had a nice selection of threads there.
This is on Anita's Little Stitches?
Yeah, Endive.
Endive, that's pretty.
Isn't that pretty? Dried Thyme.
Ooh, pretty.
Yeah, I figured if I was going to do these all 3. Oh, and this one, which I think I've heard Priscilla talk about maybe, Queen Bee.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
Isn't that pretty? Anyway, so I decided I was going to do that piece all in overdyes. I just love it so much. So that's all my haul. That's all I've got. Oh, but I did want to show a nostalgic piece here.
Oh, good.
Does anybody else out there in the world have one of these little sunbonnet needle keeps like this?
I don't understand. Wait, how is it a sunbonnet? Oh, is it a girl with sunbonnet on? Oh, yeah. Yes.
Here's her little feet.
Oh, her feet. Oh my God. Did you make that?
No, this was my grandma's.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure this was Grandma Eileen.
Oh,
she's been gone 25 years. She was.
Yeah, I was young when she passed.
Well, longer than that. Because Austin was a baby. How old's Austin? Anyway, like 27, 28 years she's been gone, and I inherited very few of her things, and I did get that. I also got her cloisonne box.
Oh, I didn't know that's where that came from.
She had this, she sat in a chair with her back to the window, and when we would come to visit them, we would always see her. She had beautiful white hair, and we could always see her white hair in the window. And this little box always had her thimbles, and I don't even know what all else she had in there, but somehow I ended up with it.
Wow.
I don't know how, because like I said, I didn't end up with very much of her stuff. And I treasure that. But anyway, I have all these needles right now, and I haven't really organized where to keep them. And I found that again. I thought I'm just going to start sticking them in there.
That's perfect.
One of my hauls that's coming next week will be in. It'll have to do with needles.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not going to tell you.
I'm
not going to tell you. Yep, that's it. That's all I've got today.
Who's your favorite, or not favorite, but who's someone you enjoyed watching?
Oh, yeah. This week, I love it every time I see a pop-up that she's got a new video, and it's Amy Loves Toad. I think everybody loves Amy Loves Toads. My battery is going to go dead here in a minute. It must not be charging. Anyway, I watched her latest one. She's just so sweet to listen to, and I love all of her projects. And so anyway, she's got a new one up this week if you've been waiting for her.
I like watching her too. I followed a link to someone who had commented on our last video to watch their floss tube. So I've been clicking through to try and see like if anybody has floss tubes that are commenting and watch. And so I just clicked through someone who commented early on, and it was Count Twice, Stitch Once. And it's another mom and daughter. They must be long distance. I didn't go back to watch old ones. I just watched their most recent episode and was enjoying all their different stitching projects. There were a lot of like they stitch a lot of Mill Hill kits were some of the ones that I remember seeing, and a lot of like ornaments or smalls like that. So that was fun to just watch another mom and daughter. So that if anybody wants to check them out, it's Count Twice, Stitch Once is their YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch them today.
Yeah, so that was fun to just find another one, and they've been doing floss tube for a while. They're not like brand new floss tubers. So that was
the one thing I noticed when I did watch a little bit of them. They were doing a Mania wrap up, and I thought Sarah and I got a giggle out of this. Their husbands picked out their Mania projects for them. It sounded like,
yeah.
And we were both laughing that our husbands would look at us and go, "Don't care what you stitch."
I have to pick between that and that. They're the same thing. Like, yeah.
So I think I want to go back and see if they explained why that happened in one of their previous.
Yeah, I bet they discussed how they chose their projects.
Right.
And then we actually have a giveaway from last week to announce, and we're giving away. Oh, where did it go? I had a copy. There it is, of the pattern right here. So we're giving away this Cuore e Batte-Cuore, and I hope I don't have to keep saying this name of this pattern every week. I think I mangle it, but I'll try it one last time. Non è Natale, senza albero di Natale. So it's obviously about Christmas because I know Natale is Christmas.
And you're going to have to say it when you show your piece.
I know every time. So I'm stitching this as well. And it's a really cute little piece. And, well, it's not very little. We talked about how big it actually is. It's deceptively large, but really cute. So we're giving away a copy of this week. And the winner is actually Count Twice, Stitch Once.
Yay!
Chosen. So that was fun that I did the random comment selector last night, and I was like, oh, how fun that I was planning on talking about them anyway. So
hey,
congratulations.
Hey, Sarah,
yes.
Can you pause it just a second?
Yeah.
My battery's going to go dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Technical difficulties, but we, I think, have it worked out. No computers are dying, so we're still good. So Count Twice, Stitch Once. Get in touch with us this week about your giveaway winnings. And I'm putting the email, our email in the description box below. Sorry, this is still new to me. I feel like a lot of people have this down and it's like this smooth little speech. I'll put our email in the comment or in the description box below, along with all the links and things that I can find that we've mentioned that we feel like we need to link. And I think that's everything on our docket, and we'll get
Thank you everybody that subscribed and everybody that's left comments. I'm still going back through and answering comments because I really like reading them. I see what people mean when they say that. Yeah. It's very fun. It feels like it's a connection to this community. And Sarah, like I said before, has a little community on her property, but I don't really have anybody right now that I get together with Stitch. So it feels really nice to be a part of the Flosstube community, and we love your comments, and we love everybody that subscribes and watches, and We hope we're enabling you as much as we've been enabled by so many other Flosstubers before us.
Yeah, thank you so much for commenting, for subscribing. I mean, I can't even describe how fun it is to experience that and just to, be part of this community that we've been watching for a long time. So thank you so much. It blows us away that we are enjoying it so much and enjoying you so much. So we hope you are enjoying us. And we will hopefully be back next week with more talking about our stitching and stitching and stuff. Okay, happy stitching.
Bye-bye.